All right, man, let's talk about potentially the Pistons bringing Kyrie Irving in free agency. Apparently, the Los Angeles Lakers are not interested. And one of the reasons you could bring Kyrie in, he could say, I want to play in Dallas, and Dallas lost a lot of assets, so they would want to sign a trade and kind of fill that gap there with him being gone and walking to free agency. Now, I don't know if Kyrie would grant Dallas a sign and trade option, but for a team who didn't have a salary cap, they would need Dallas to do a sign and trade. Even though we got the salary cap, but you could dump some contracts that could help, Dallas get over. But with Los Angeles not being interested, I mean, more than likely he'd move to Dallas, stay in Dallas. But in my opinion, this dude's speaking down the wrong street. But in my opinion, I think it's a risk. I do think Kyrie need a bigger guard on the side of him in that backcourt. Obviously you can move Cade to point forward, but that means Ivy really had to step. Nothing changes. Ivy and Cade will really have to step up defensively. Then you ask Cade to guard the threes of the league. Ivy to guard the twos, and everybody else had to step up because the Kyrie defensively is lacking. That's the problem. And then also you gotta Cade and Ivy, even though it'd be the dynamic of probably kind of Ivy defending the twos and Cade defending the threes, or it'd just be had to when you talk about a team lacking like I talked about Budenhauser coming to coach the Pistons. The thing where he lacked is offensive creativity, maybe, right? And Kyrie will complicate shit for the Pistons. Offensively and defensively, I talked about how you want guys to come in and not be scorers. You know what I'm saying? You want them to come in and not necessarily be scorers and shit. You want more 3-and-D guys. Kyrie is more of a natural scorer. And with Kyrie being a natural scorer, and then he don't defend either. So then again, you add another scorer to your starting five lineup, and you complicate shit. So, now you put another ball-dominant guy in there who need the ball in his hand to be effective. Then what do you do to Cade and Jaylen and Ibaka, who really good with the ball in their hand? You know what I'm saying? Because you get Kyrie to play off the ball, come off screens, be more of a catch and shoot, be a more slasher and finisher to the rim. It'll sell tickets, but then again, also, do you want to put that cancer inside your young locker room? You see what he did to the Boston Celtics locker room? And then he wasn't even available to get them over the hump. Had he been able to play, they might have probably won the championship. So, I just don't think it's a fit. And not too many teams it is a fit. It's a guard-heavy league. Look at Orlando. They got several guards, from Markelle Fultz to the Jalen Suggs to Cole Anthony. They have a lot of different guards in the backcourt. Maybe in Milwaukee it'll work because Giannis can play without the ball, but it ain't too many places for him around the league. Maybe the Clippers would be desperate and try to make something happen. But you can't put him next to a kid like Fox because he gonna want to take the ball out of Fox's hands too much. And Sacramento do a great job of sharing the basketball, so you can't put him in Houston with them young guys. They got 1,000 guards. New Orleans is another team with a bunch of guards. He probably ain't gonna want to go to Toronto, situation. So, obviously if they didn't draft Cade and Jay and Ivy, let's say they went, I don't know, they went another direction. Let's just say they took Dern instead, right? Just overall. Or they took Keegan Murray or some shit like that. Then you can justify it, but then again, he's still taking away at what Cunningham do best, and that's really an all-around good player. He already has a great ability. Why people love him so much? he has a great ability not to dominate the ball with the ball, not dominate the game with the ball in his hand, but also he can dominate with the ball in his hand. He can play without the ball and still impact the game. And he don't necessarily have to be a volume shooter, in bunches. Like with him, when he kind of learned what Chauncey learned under Rick Carlisle and Larry Brown. He learned when to pick and choose when to score, when he needed to score. He comes into the league knowing when he needs to score the basketball, when he need to pick it up. And the thing about it is, he kind of can pick it up at will. Like the Pistons going through a low, he need to kind of close out a quarter, he'll pick it up. So in theory, a K Cunningham would be perfect next to Kyrie Irving. But also with K Cunningham, his ability to facilitate. So putting him in the backcourt with another guard that's kind of selfish with the basketball, he can sacrifice, but because he not as ball. People compare him to Luka because of the size, but he not as ball dominant as Luka. He doesn't have to be. He gonna feed you. He gonna know when to pick it up and when to get his teammates involved. Like I said, Chauncey Billups had to learn that through the league, and that's why it took Chauncey hard to adjust. Now, if Chauncey was drafted into the league today, Chauncey would probably be, a 10, 15 time, NBA All-Star. He wouldn't have went through a rough period through the rest of his career. But the league wasn't so kind of combo guards back then. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie would struggle. They would have tried to make Kyrie into a pure point. That's just not his mentality. So coming to Detroit and you got Jaylen and Ibaka, K Cunningham, and all I would say with Scoot Henderson, it's just too tough. And with him coming in and being a bad influence in a lot of people's opinion, and this locker room being so young to be ready to mold it, it is. I don't really see it being a fit, and I don't really see it, being healthy for them progression as a championship or as a contender making the playoffs. In theory, him and K Cunningham is a good fit in the backcourt. In theory, but throwing Jaylen Ivey in there, and I'd rather him roll with Jaylen Ivey, because one thing about Jaylen Ivey, he's showing the ability to give up the basketball as well. So you got two guards in the backcourt that's looking to facilitate and just looking to make the right play. Now, the good thing about K, like I said, he can turn on and off the aggression, when to score, when to score with Jaylen Ivey. I think with K Cunningham coming back, you're gonna want him to be more aggressive as a scorer. Getting downhill, getting to the basket, getting 10 to 15 feet. You're gonna want him to be more of a two-star mentality. But Kyrie, man, I don't think you can do it, bro. I don't think you can. I think you got a better chance of making Scoot Henderson work. I don't think you can do it. And if it was, I give up Jaylen Ivey or K Cunningham for Kyrie Irving, I'm good. I'm good. So, that's my humble opinion on it. That's my humble opinion on it. But if I'm them, I'm good. But like I said before, people love names, and I understand that people love names, and and all that type of stuff. But me personally, And I don't know where he fit at. The NBA so guard heavy. That's why they kind of went to positionless all-stars. And he ain't gonna change his stripes. So, what you obviously want to put him next to, like Magic Johnson type of guy, a big, facilitating point guard. But it's hard when he's been in the league as long as he has, to tell him not to be what he is. And that's a scorer. They don't play defense. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.